It's Friday night. It's the weekend. I love movies. I'm a movie buff. I'm a show buff. So this is, if you can't tell by the title of the video, this is not a fragrance related video. So you can just click out of this one and watch my next video that I'll be uploading tomorrow if you're not interested in hearing this. Now, for those few of you that are still here, you're into movies, as am I. And sometimes we struggle to watch things or find things to watch on the weekend, or our brains are just fried and we don't want to think. So let me do the thinking for you. I have 3 movie recommendations and 2 TV show recommendations, and quite a few of these are going to be available free to you. And I'm also going to link down my playlist, and I'm going to pin the comment below. Whatever is free, I'm going to put it in that ongoing playlist just for you to know at any time if you're struggling to think. I have an ongoing playlist for TV shows, an ongoing playlist for classic TV shows, and I just made my movie playlist public. So at any point, you guys can just reference that. Okay, so we're just gonna hop right in because I want this to be under 5 minutes. First movie is called The Fall from 2022. It is a thriller movie and it is available on YouTube TV and on Prime Video. It is a thriller movie. It is shockingly good. The premise is 2 best friends. I'm not going to spoil how they got to where they are, but basically they get caught on a cell phone tower. And that's what I'm going to really tell you guys, because it's essentially going to ruin the whole premise of the movie. If you are scared of heights, I'm a chicken. I'm scared of heights, though I love to hike and climb mountains. Let's not get into that. Make that make sense. But the amount of just the director, just mind-blowing. And it wasn't even a high-budget film. It was a low-budget film. And every time I think about that, it tells you you don't even need a high-budget film to make an amazing thriller movie, because it's all in our mind, right? How we can freak ourselves out. And with the eye of a good director, anything is really possible. You will be on the edge of your seat. Even if you don't think you like thriller movies, even if you think the premise is whack. I kind of thought it was whack too, but I just happened to watch it that day and it blew me away. I think I've watched the movie 2 times already. Just be prepared to have your muscles completely tense from like 15 minutes in. That's it. There's no letting up. And it is just ingenious. So The Fall 2022, if you want something that will have you at the edge of your seat. Okay, so the next 2 are free. They're available here on YouTube. Again, it'll be in my playlist that I'm going to pin down below. So don't have to worry if you don't have access to any platforms. If you're here watching this, that means you have access to YouTube. So the first one is Equilibrium from 2022. It is a dystopian sci-fi movie. I shared this movie a few weeks ago on my community tab. I absolutely love this. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched this movie. It's essentially the government trying to control its people. I mean, they even ban books. And for me, this is just resonates really strongly. It's I think one of my top dystopian films of society and commentary on society, and just trying to have control of the inner workings of human beings. And just kind of, I think it's like kind of an expose on our emotional nature. No matter how rational we think we are, we're still also just very emotional creatures. And yeah, they even ban books, and I'm all for reading any book you want. Whether or not you agree with it, you have the freedom to read what you want. And anybody trying to do that, it is censorship. Anyway, so Equilibrium from 2022. Oops, sorry, my cat's here. Highly recommend that if you're into that. But even if you're not, if you think you're not into sci-fi, still highly recommend it. It is just a solid movie. It's like a cult following. Okay, quickly, the next one is The Negotiator. Now we have an action film, a crime action film from 1998 with Samuel L. Jackson. I'm sorry, my kitty cat, he's a little sick right now. So it's from 1998. It's free on here on YouTube as well. I mean, it's Samuel L. Jackson. Do I really need to say anything other than Samuel L. Jackson? He is, I believe, a detective that is framed by his colleagues. Really good premise. It has good pacing, good action, great acting. Highly recommend to look into that. Now, for shows. We have something that is currently on Netflix. It's called Who is Mrs. Carter? And this is about an expat in Barcelona that basically she was a mercenary. Stop, sit, please. Please sit. Good boy. She's an expat in Barcelona. She is living a typical suburban life, but then she gets caught in a shootout in a market, and she pulls out these crazy mercenary moves. So it kind of makes a couple of people near her question, like, how the heck do you know moves like that? So basically, it's her past catching up to her. I am not done with the series, but I've watched a few in. So if you want to watch with me and start watching it, so far it is pretty solid. And I believe if I heard correctly, it is going to be renewed for season 2, if I heard correctly. So that's something to look into if you want something a little bit more actionish, and it's a TV show. And now we have a throwback. This one is supernatural woo woo. This is from, I think, early 2000s. It is called The Ghost Whisperer, with starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yes, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Basically, she's a medium and she helps people communicate with their dead loved one. And it's not corny. I think it's actually pretty deep. I mean, I believe in all this stuff. If you can't get a glimpse of this from my community tab, I do believe there is spirits and whatever. I'm not going to get into that here. So anyway, highly recommend to watch that. I love supernatural movies. I do believe some people have gifts as being a medium, but anyway, I think this is a really good take on it. It has spookiness, it has emotion, it just has all the things. So Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't remember where that is. I think you might have to pay per episode. So it is on YouTube, but I think you have to pay per episode. But I can't recall. I should have actually researched that for you. My bad. But anyways, just quick recap. So for the movies, The Fall from 2022, Equilibrium from 2002, The Negotiator 1998. From the shows, we have Mrs. Carter on Netflix, and we have Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Love Hewitt. And as a reminder, I'm going to put my list down in the comment below and pin it down. And I hope you guys are able to watch one of these movies and enjoy it. And I hope this little guide for the weekend helps you out. If you end up watching any of these, please let me know. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night and have a good weekend. Bye.